Methedras, Human Deception. Independent. The Italians from Milan are here with their sixth album, and while they chronologically fall into the category of bands rooted in classic thrash metal, like the Swedes The Haunted or the Americans Vektor, their sound points to an even later American thrash and groove metal, reminiscent of bands like Mastodon, with plenty of elements borrowed from the latter albums of Nevermore. Certainly, the classic thrash we reference essentially starts with Slayer and ends with Creator. However, this cannot be said about this particular CD by Methedras. Elements from Nevermore, Mastodon, and post-2001 In Flames blend with a touch of the first album from Machine Head, thankfully, creating a mixture of post-thrash and progressive moments, featuring groove-laden 7-string guitars operating on a solid rhythm. The low tunings used are reminiscent of Pantera and Slayer from the 1998 to 2001 period. If this album had been released in 2003, it would have been considered quite modern. However, today it represents more of a retro sonic imprint of a wave that came and didn't have a significant impact in Europe. Undoubtedly, their technical proficiency is unquestionable. For a fan of the post-thrash groovy sound, someone who is fond of comfortable denim shorts and sleeveless t-shirts emblazoned with Pantera or Machine Head, this album will be exactly what they'd want to listen to in 2023, when it was released, and beyond. On the other hand, while I have a soft spot for Nevermore, even in their later works, I'm not particularly fond of groove. So, I'll stick to my Rain and Blood Slayer t-shirt and black skinny jeans, finding their sound, loaded with so many stylistic elements, a bit pretentious. Across the 10 tracks of the album, Know It All, Envy Society, Injected Thoughts, Another Fall, Enraged, A New Deal, Chernobyl, Psychotic, The Abyss, and Layers of Grief, I found moments that always remind me of something, though each track feels different from the others. There are all the aforementioned influences, along with many others that my ears might not have been able to decipher. It's certainly a solid effort, but if you're still listening to the Old Testament, Sodom, Slayer, Anthrax, or Overkill and getting chills, you probably won't be particularly impressed.